Day 3 of the ice plunge, 48 laws of power. So, law number 3, conceal your intentions. Keep people off balance and in the dark, but never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you are up to, they cannot prepare a defense. Guide them far enough down the wrong path, envelop them in enough smoke, and by the time they realize your intentions, it will be too late. So let's talk about how law number 3, about keeping people in the dark, is really good at business. But, as per usual, first, we gotta throw our robe into our towel warmer, so when we get out of our wonderful 40-degree water today, we get something relatively warm. So, today's law, oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to this. Oh, where's my timer? Here we go. So today's law number 3, let's talk about keeping your intentions hidden from your enemies. Oh, never gets warmer. Never gets warmer. Always sucks every day. Anyway, so law number 3, keep your intentions private. It always takes me a second. Let's get used to the cold. Anyway, you want to keep your intentions private. There's no benefit in telling your adversaries or people you want to try to take over or enemies, whatever, what your plans are. And remember, just by being vocal, you're telling people your plans. Even if you're telling your friends and your family and everything else, you're still telling them because it could get back to them. And if your ruse ever gets found out, you're fucked. So don't ever do that, right? Now, this doesn't mean, we're not planning on killing people and murdering people in war, but what we're talking about is business. But that's equally savage. So you need to keep your intentions to yourself. Hold them close and not necessarily give away all your cards either. So one big thing is, like, let's say a lot of people right now in the remote work world, they're taking on second jobs. We see this everywhere. Are you going to tell someone when you're going in for an interview that, oh yeah, this is going to be my second job? No, never, right? So same thing. Whenever you want to do something, make sure that your intentions are held closely guarded to you. Let people think whatever you want. Now, I'm not a big proponent of lying to people straight out, just because that gets around and then your reputation's fucked because everyone knows you're a liar, and that's really hard. But purposely leaving things out, or maybe seeding information to guide one's opinions to believe something else is going to happen, even though you never really said that. That's kind of the path I like to take. So the more you can kind of get someone else to think, one, that an idea that you have is their idea, and 2, it's going to be for the benefit of themselves and how they're going to gain from it, they kind of don't even think about how you could be taking advantage of the situation. So a good practice to have here is whenever you want something, whether it's you want to win a sale in business, or you're trying to get a job, or you're trying to sell some products or widgets to somewhere, make sure your intention isn't, hey, I'm here to sell this thing. I'm here to sell this thing, whatever it is. Make it be like, hey, look, man, I'm here because you have a problem. I want to solve your value. I want to solve this and that, blah, blah, blah. Now, do you think any salesperson ever tells them the downfalls and the bad parts of their products? Fuck, no, they don't. And that's why, right? You conceal all those things. Everyone knows you're trying to sell. But the best place to sell, where's the best place to sell? Well, they say on the golf course, right? I don't play golf. But the reason is because when you're in an office and you're a couple suits sitting at a desk talking numbers, your intentions are very clear. You're trying to sell. But when you're on the golf course, your intentions are, hey, let's have a good time. Let's be fun. And you become their friend. And that's really the big thing here, is getting close to those that you're trying to manipulate, build up their trust. Then when they trust you, you can just ask them whatever you want and they'll give it to you. So conceal your intentions. Don't necessarily run out and be like, hey, I want to sell this thing to you. How about, hey man, let's have some conversations. Let's become friends. And oh yeah, by the way, I have this thing. You can also seed them, be like, hey, look, I got this thing. No, you can't have it. But I want it. I'm sorry, right now. That's how you get those people like, oh, beta test, invite only, because it makes people FOMO. They want to get that thing. So think of it in ways of that, where not necessarily everything has to be point blank head on, but have kind of those side intentions. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're being malicious, but it's sales, and sales is persuasion. So it's just something you're going to get used to. Now, let's check the time because, oh, look at that. We're almost at 4 minutes. How rad is that? It's fucking cold, though, I'll tell you that. I'm fucking freezing. Okay, we got 3, 2, 1. Okay, 4 minutes. That's enough for me. I'm getting the hell out of here. Let's talk about the last thing. And law number 3 is they talk about a smoke screen. So a good tactic is to put up something else that kind of distracts your enemy or the person that you're trying to persuade from even noticing what you're trying to do. So something else you could do is draw their attention to maybe their current vendor and how crappy they are, or maybe a new recent breach in vendor. Or you could talk about something else that basically gets the person that you're trying to persuade to look in a different direction about something else, and possibly even look your competition even look worse. So you don't want to say, hey, look, these people suck, therefore we're good. But you want to do it in a way where it's like, hey, look, they're completely distracted. So when you come in and say, hey, look, check out my stuff, or look what I'm doing, or hey, check out me, all of a sudden you're the savior in a situation where it could have never really would have gotten in the door in the first place, right? So that's it. That's law 3. Conceal your intentions.